So it was a totally different experience for the community and also for the cops. Even the cops are kind of, menacing toward us. And I've had words with the cops because, you're challenging me on something. And I'm going to challenge you back because you're telling me this 500 feet. I don't think it's 500 feet. Let's measure it. And let's see what's going on because I think you're, just picking on me. Just picking on me.
And of course, that was 1973.
Yeah.
So that's all of that confrontation with authority was taking place everywhere.
Everywhere.
All the lines were being drawn.
Yes, they were. Yes, it was. And it's always on the college campuses. So it's something unique.
What was the bootlegger experience like?
That was fun. We were all pile in the car and go up there, and he was a pretty nice guy. Sometimes he would give us a little, what Jim Beam? Is that the one with the little red stuff on it? He might give us a bottle free or some beer, and then the rest of it we bought. And then we rode up this hill, this little winding hill, and got our little, and what I thought was really unique is it was like a drive-through. You drive right up there, and you tell him what you want, and he gives you your money. And, he was kind of flirtatious at times, and we got our liquor, and then we rode back down this hill and came on back on campus and got our liquor and start the party.
Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you would want to tell us?
Nothing I can think of. It was just my first time away from home. I enjoyed it, and it was a real experience. Some not so good and some good, but something that I can always tell my grandchildren about. They think that racial relations are far removed. No, I'm just second generation. So you experience it. You always experience it.
Have you ever brought your daughter back?
Well, no, my daughters will not come back with me. One's in Minnesota, and one is in Louisville. And I told you I raised my daughter's colors, and they're mixed. We have mixed families, so that's good because I teach them to love everybody. So no matter who you are or what you are, we're just all about love. So.
Would you say the Black Gospel Ensemble was the most important thing to you when you were here, or
it was one of the most important things. It kept me grounded. It kept me rooted. And I think it helped everybody because there were times when we went through difficult situations, especially with relationships. If you're away from home and you got your boyfriend here, and especially I came with mine. We didn't leave here together, but the breakup, to have somebody there for you, or to listen to you, and it's being done from a biblical background or perspective. It was very helpful. And we kind of used this Black Gospel Ensemble as our way of communicating with God in our own unique way. Our culture has taught us how to communicate. And I'm saying everybody communicates with God their own way, but this is the way we did it in a song. And it was very joyous. We enjoyed it.
How would you compare your experience with what you're seeing now with this group of Black Gospel Ensemble?
I like the mixture. I love it. I really do because just because it's a Black Gospel Ensemble, there's more to just gospel than just, being black. Okay, so it could be just a gospel ensemble. And I like the mixture. I really do. And I think it's good because I'm real into diversity. And I think it's real good that it's diverse now. Very good.
Coleman, but
Okay.
Darlene
Could
Morton.
you spell your name for me, please?
Darlene Morton, Morton.
Okay. That's just so I can make a graphic for it later.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you ended up selecting Morehead State.
I'm a grandmother and a mother and a wife and a manager and a property owner. I'm kind of multifaceted. I have a son, 17, and a daughter, 29, 12 years apart, and I have the best grandbaby you ever want to meet. She's 6 years old, and I work in retirement plans for a brokerage firm in Louisville, Hilliard Lyons. It's over 150-something years old, and I supervise the retirement plan department. We deal with IRAs, all the IRAs, some qualified plan issues. My department takes technical questions, process distributions, contributions. We conduct training classes for the sales force. We ourselves go to training once or twice a year to keep up with all the new rules and regs because they're forever changing. I also manage rental property. My aunt has quite a bit. I helped her, and I have only little 2 pieces myself, and that's all I can handle. But I actually do that also. When I was in high school, I didn't think I was going to college. I mean, I had good, decent grades, no valedictory, but I had decent grades. And Ron Gathright, he went here, and he was telling me about Morehead because all my friends was like going to K-State and Eastern, and I really didn't know where to go, but I wanted to go away, but not far away, and he was telling me about Morehead and I should apply. Well, I was like, well, okay, I'll give it a shot, and I applied to Morehead, and they accepted me. I got a scholarship and some grants, and I really had a full ride at that time. My mother was relieved. It was 4 of us at home, and we were all stair steps, but I'm the only one made it to college. My younger brother, we pushed and prodded him once he got older, and he did make it through. But at that time, we were teenagers. I'm the only one that actually went away to school. And I loved it. I was very apprehensive because I've never been past Lexington. And in the 70s, it was different. It was different. When I got here, it really was. But what I really liked about the campus was the camaraderie of the students. Once you're on campus, you don't realize you're actually in Eastern Kentucky somewhere. You know, it was really, I thought it would be all backwoods and log cabins, but it really wasn't. Because you never know, because I only knew, never been this far. But that's how I got here. It was a recommendation of one of our counselor, Ron Gathright, at my high school. And he's the one that kind of got me this way. He got me an application, and I didn't have to pay for that. He told me about taking the ACT test, and I took that, and just different things like that, and he kind of guided me through. I don't know what made him pick me. Because he wasn't my counselor, but he just saw me one day walking down the hall. Where are you going to college? And I told her, I don't know, I'm going somewhere though. I really want to go. And then that's how he guided me to Morehead. And when I got here, it was several other people from my high school here. And then the male track team was here, and Eastern's track team was here. So it was really good to see some of the people, because I was like a coach manager of our track team, and I would go to all the Mason-Dixon games and the track meets, and I would see them all. And when I got here, they were here, so that was kind of neat. But that's actually how I got here, a counselor at school.
What did you major in?
I started out in psychology with a business minor. And then after my sophomore year, I flipped it. I became a business major with a psychology minor. And that's what I graduated with, a business major with a minor in psychology. And that psychology really helps out, let me tell you. It does.
What was dorm life like?
I had the best dorm life. I never stayed in a freshman dorm. And I know a lot of people that came up stayed in the older freshman dorms. At that time, they had started a program where they were mingling upperclassmen and lower, and the freshmen in the same dorm, but not in the same room. You may be on the same floor or something, but we were all freshmen in the room. But we had upperclassmen in our dorm, which was good because it wasn't like the blind leading the blind. I got to know several upperclassmen, and they would help me with picking schedules and getting around campus and what to do and where to go. And that was great for me. I never really stayed in the freshman dorm, and that was the beautiful Manon Towers, Manon Hall, all that whole complex, and I never left it. I stayed in that complex my whole 4 years. I would negotiate, navigate, jump line, everything, trying to get a room in that dorm. In one of those dorms, I never did want to go to none. It was too far off away from campus, and then the older dorms, but I loved the Manon. So I really lucked out. I had great roommates the whole 4 years. We even had like, 1 year I had, which is odd, I had 3 white roommates. Okay, I thought I was going to die when I walked in. Okay, I had the best time with them. One was a photographer. She took my picture. And one was a writer, and she helped me with my writing and composing papers. And we just had horses. And we went to I got to go to their home, and she rode horses. Well, you know, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I know Kentucky's big horse, but they're not in my backyard. And I got to do that. So that was a great semester. And I really lost touch with them. I hated it, but we had a great time the whole year. And people was like, "You in a room with 3 white girls?" I go, "Yeah, and I love it." They're so cool. But yeah, I actually registered for a room, and my 2 roommates didn't come, and I wanted to keep the room, and so they came in, and it was great.
Were you in a sorority?
I played Delta Sigma Theta my junior year. It was so far, yeah, junior year, I think. I did. I first started out as a little sister to a fraternity. Didn't know about fraternity and sorority life, of course, until I came. I was the only one in my family at the time who ever went to college. I had an aunt that went briefly, but other than that, it was me, of all my cousins and sisters and brothers. So I didn't know about that. So I kind of eased my way into the Greek thing, and I was a little sister to a fraternity 1 year, and then I kind of held off, and then I pledged my junior year with Delta Sigma Theta sorority.
And you were a Q Pearl.
That's the little sister. I was the Pearl of the Year 1 year.
Wow.
1 year I was the Pearl of the Year, but I was a Q Pearl. And that's the little sister to the Greek organization that kind of introduced me to the Greek and the brotherhood and the sisterhood of the Greeks. The Qs were more the Deltas brothers and sisters, and the AK was more the Kappas brothers and sisters. That's how it, so we all hung together. We all hung together as a group anyway, but you know, we were considered their sisters and brothers, and then the Kappas and the Delta and the Alphas were that way. Yeah, but I was a Q Pearl. I enjoyed that a lot.
And you worked in the literature department?
I did. I had several work studies around campus, but I worked in the literature department. I wish I could remember that Professor Older, was actually a doctor, older guy, kind of grumpy. And then it was a black professor there also. And I remember his first name would be Mays, I think. Alpha. Was it Alpha? Because he told me his middle name was Alpha because his sister name was Beta. Anyway, I think it was Mr. Mays. I know it was a Mays. And then, but I just really did the little clerical office work there. I was a RA, resident assistant, like assistant dorm, worked in the dorms for 2 semesters at Manon, and then worked in the literature department. But I was a business major in, psychology, but I don't know how I got that, but I did. I actually made money typing papers, research papers. I did. At first it started out a quarter of a page or 50 cents a page back then, and I would sit in the library and type research papers, 10-page research papers for different people, mostly athletes. Mostly athletes. When they were traveling, they would write the paper out, and I would do grammatical errors and things like that and type it up for them and have them ready. Sometimes I would make $10, $15. That was a lot in 77, 76. But that's another way I made money on campus.
Why did you join the Black Gospel Ensemble?
Ah, I was raised in the church, sung in the choir at church, really missed it. Love gospel music. Love it, always have. I can't sing real well, but I blend real well. I can't lead, but I do follow real well. That was an organization that encompassed all the blacks on campus, whether you were Greek or non-Greek, whether you were freshmen, upperclassmen, whether you lived in Manon. It was just wonderful. It was the best thing. Like I said, we had a lot of talented singers on campus. I never realized how many musicians we had. We didn't have to borrow any musicians, directors, songwriters from anywhere. All of it, we had it all within our black student community. It was wonderful. And Jerry Gore, oh my God, he was able to get the school to let us have facilities, get the school bus. He would schedule our concerts. We even did a taping. We went to New York. It was phenomenal. And for us to be, they were like, Morehead, they got a black ensemble? You're kidding me. They got a black gospel choir in Morehead, Kentucky? It was like we just started something new in a school that you would never think would have that. We would go to U of L and sing with the Black Diamond Choir, with K-State and sing with them. They had a national black gospel ensemble in Atlanta, Georgia, every Thanksgiving. We went every year. Had a great time. We were able to maintain it financially. You know, we represented the university well. You know, it was just wonderful. I had to be a part of it just because I love that gospel music. I really did. And it brought all of us together. All of us together. We had a great time doing that. And Brother Gore, oh my God, he was wonderful, just wonderful. And my mom, we used to wear these little thin gold robes. And my mom said, I am going to get you choir robes. She got a fabric store in Louisville, Kentucky to donate bolts. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of yards of fabric they donated to us, along with a silver braid to decorate them. And they wanted to charge us this phenomenal amount just for the braiding. I don't know how she got us, but she got them to donate the whole thing. Brother Gore got the economics department or some type of department that had all these sewing machines, and we made them all. We had a set of people cutting them out, a set of people sewing them together, a set of people putting the braids on, and then a set of people hemming. We did all that so we could wear those robes to the national convention. It was great. It was great, and my mom did that, and her and Brother Gore became really, really good friends. I just got off the phone with him just now before I came in here. Man, so many memories, but yeah, I loved it. It was the best thing, Morehead, and I was hoping it continued. It seemed like when we left, we took the bulk of the membership with it, but it seemed like it had survived. I was really shocked that it was still here, really shocked.
What were race relations like on campus?
It wasn't good. It wasn't really, really good. We kind of knew the boundaries. We knew when people stepped over, it was hell to pay. There were several really horrible incidents. But and the university, bless his heart, kind of left us to entertain ourselves. You know, it was